1. Fada will be able to get out the ultimate. Eternal Envy lets loose his own, and they manage to finish off 2 already. FY's going to be left, but so too does Queen of Pain fall. Super is left with a minimal amount of HP. They have to finish him off, and Bone 7 does get him in the end. Cloud9 get 4, and looking for a 5th. Now as Fenrir blinks away, will be fine. But Cloud9, sure enough, Vici Gaming, they just pushed too far forward, perhaps too confident in their lead, and Cloud9 pounce on that moment of weakness.
That was honestly a game of millimeters right there, because the call down just missed the vacuum winner's curse combination. I think that would have been enough for Vici to win that fight, but Vici Gaming, they're just a little bit too overconfident. They smelled blood. They were like, okay, we're taking this tower down for free. C9 don't seem very interested in defending this, but you can't go without your wall. You can't go without the BKB on the gyrocopter. There was no Echo Slam on Fenrir, and all of a sudden C9, they turn it around. They've got a BKB fully completed on Fada. Eternal Envy is about to get his Aghanim Scepter. If you're a C9 fan, everything that you wanted to happen just happened.
Big Daddy. He had 3k gold. He's actually going to be going for a very early Lotus Orb. Why do you think that is? Out of all the items he could have chose to go for, they already have the mech up on the SF, so that's taken away, but there's plenty of other defensive.
Oh, that's so genius. There's only there's only 2 targetable spells, I think, right now for Vici Gaming. You've got the Winner's Curse, which is obviously what he's shooting for, or the Snipe, or the Assassinating. Both spells would be really good.
FY, he's going to be slowed down here, Misery. It's a little life drain out. He does have several Cloud9 members coming back if FY is not careful. Of course, they know with that Nether Ward proccing off of the Darkseer spamming Ion Shell. They know there's support behind FY.
Super. Just continuing to farm. It looks like he's going to go for the Scotty.
They get a BKB. I mean, what a huge turnaround. We went from no BKB on the SF to now almost, BKB complete for the SF, but almost one on the Bloodseeker as well, which is obviously critical for him being able to get up in the face of heroes like the Sniper and the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, and how he actually got destroyed by that Blade Mail. He didn't have the BKB. If he did, that might have been a huge play, but C9 immediately back to the base.
There goes the Winter's Curse. They're going to have to call down on top end with a vacuum. Oh, quick 2 kills for Vici Gaming, and they are right in front of Cloud9's base. What a disaster. Bone 7 had just completed his BKB and was about to fly it out to him. This also means he doesn't have buyback.
There is an Aghanim Scepter now on Envy. He can spam this wave down. They know that Vici Gaming don't have a lot of their crucial ultimates. There's no Winner's Curse. You've got a call down that still has cooldown and no Wall of Replica, but I think that Vici Gaming, they're still going to go for this.
Rax is exposed. They're going to start going for that melee. Rax starting things off, vacuum, and Fada is going to be potentially taking a lot of damage. They actually canceled the Assassinate there from Super. Ready to go for positioning over everything else, especially with Misery coming back and Bone 7 soon to follow. They just take the tier 3 and are happy with that.
They should be. They don't have to play aggressively if they don't want to. Like, they've got so many advantages right now. Their heroes, they've got the better range carries. Sniper, that was what he was feared for in the late game. You can just sit back, click away, don't really have to do too much. And C9 realized that. They have to realize, okay, we've got the items that we need. We've got a BKB on Bone 7, a BKB on Fada.
They need to force the fight right here. The Tombstone's laid out. What a beautiful Fisher from Fenrir. And that smoke completely neutralized by Fenrir.
And I think with that, what Vici Gaming are going to do are wait just half a second. They've got the Wall of Replica back up. Winter's Curse is up at the same time. They've got a Blink Dagger now on their Winter Wyvern. This is going to mean go time for Vici Gaming.
Wow. It's that kind of initiation. They're going to deal with the Tombstone first. That is not up for another 30 seconds.
They've even got vision inside of C9's base right now. And I can't believe this board still hasn't been countered, but it's up right now. And Vici Gaming are going to have perfect vision for this fight. They couldn't have asked for more. They have every single ultimate off of cooldown. They've got their BKBs ready. There's not a whole lot that C9 can do to defend this. The Tombstone is still on cooldown.
Eternal Envy's going for a bit of split push right now in the top lane, but has to TP back to defend. But Raintrax is already down before there's any sort of response from Cloud9. Now Blink Dagger is picked up on Fada, and this is their opportunity, especially with the heroes far forward. They're going to lead with the Rupture now on How. The pipe is already laid out. Tombstone being placed. There goes the vacuum. Two-man Fisher. Already the Winter's Curse laid out, and they actually blink backwards. Fada, oh dear, I'm not sure if that's what he wanted to do. Now he's threatening the ultimate, but How doesn't seem to care. He's going to keep moving forward. And with BKB, he's going to be completely fine. 2 heroes taken out as Super managed to finish off No Tail thanks to the Assassinate.
And nobody from Vici Gaming is hurting right now. They've all got full HP, nearly full mana. They were able to easily take down 2. Ice, Ice, Ice with that blink, or that vacuum initiation every single time. He's got a pipe on him, and I think this is just go time for Vici.
I felt like they were in a good position there almost with Cloud9. The initiation came out from Vici Gaming, but Fada blinked backwards and popped his BKB rather than forwards. I thought he was going to be in a great position for his ultimate, but that just wasn't there. And now the melee Rex is going to be given up. Cloud9,
that jab,
be careful. Eternal Envy, he goes down. Both 7 now pops the blade bell, but it's too late. And now Fada, everything's just falling apart for Cloud9. Fenrir gets threatened by the ultimate from Eternal Envy. How does pick up the double kill towards the end there, and it seems like Vici Gaming are all going to be able. There's it. Cloud9 call a GG. 1 set of racks, but they know they are so far behind against Vici Gaming. They will give up their position here at the International. Vici Gaming will move forward.
What a draft by them. It was just completely balanced. They always had the wombo combos ready. Usually in those types of lineups, you're like, okay, in an ideal situation, yeah, that looks amazing, but they pulled off the ideal situation every single time.
Cloud9, they've got so many fans here. It's a heartbreaking night for many, but Vici Gaming will be the ones moving on. TI runners up, keep on moving forward. An astonishing game number 1 between these two teams, to be sure. Probably one of the best series, one of the best games at least, of the main event so far. Still though, guys, that brings our night to a close. We're going to pass it off now to our analysts to talk about this series and Vici's gaming chances moving forward.
Thank you very much to our commentators. Cloud9 are exiting the building, and Vici Gaming are also exiting, but they will be returning for another chance at the title. Amazing game by Vici Gaming in the end. I want to talk about the sniper pick, really, just because it's so absurd. But let's do the game justice first before we get into the absurdness. Starting with you, Ben, just an overall summary of this ridiculous second game.
Cloud9 seemed like they were on tilt, I guess. I'm trying to be nice about it because everyone thinks their draft was very few upsides and a lot of downsides. We saw like Pugna just like soaking up XP on top. We saw no stuns. People just TP'd out everywhere. It was just a mess.
I kept waiting for that moment where they were going to surprise us with that one thing that was their plan all along, but it didn't come.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't come.
When you don't have any stuns, the only thing they had to break the initiation chain was really the silence from Bloodseeker, and that was the best thing. They had to break the initiation, and that's a very telegraphed spell. So I just think that Vici had their way with them.
Yeah, good example of that, actually. 20 minutes in, we do have the fight at the Roshan pit, which like many other times in the game, unfortunately, it involved Cloud9 getting completely wiped off the map.
They did just get the Roshan, though. I thought
yes,
maybe
they did
had
get the
a
Rosh.
chance.
Let's give them that.
Their supports are just so underfarmed.
And you have to run out. It's a very small area, and you don't want to get close to each other versus Darkseer, Winterweaver, and Earthshaker. So you can tell they don't want to go out of the Roche pit, but they somehow have to. And when they do, they just get team wiped. And it's not even their fault. It's impossible for them to take that fight. And it was a desperation Roche. It was a Bloodseeker getting a mid-end and being like, all right, guys, let's do this, because whatever we've been doing so far, we just end up feeding. So let's try that one. But it felt like World 7 wasn't really so used to play Bloodseeker. At least that was how I saw it. It just felt really off, completely off.
For Cloud9 fans everywhere, that's a very disappointing international, and that's putting it mildly.
It is really, really painful to see them go this early. I don't think anybody was expecting that beforehand, and seeing them, they were beaten. As Melanie also said, they looked on tilt for that last game. I would have hoped that if they would have gone out, which, there was definitely a chance, they would have maybe gone out with a different game, with a game where they actually showed that they could actually hold themselves together as well. But this game just seemed kind of disappointing.
I feel that it's very unfortunate for them. They did not, get to take a single game here at the main event. So definitely a heartbreaking loss for them. But they did make it this far at least, so Vici Gaming going to continue.
Yeah, they are. Let's take a look at the bracket right now to summarise what we've seen today, because it has been a very busy day of action. Of course, earlier on today we saw Evil Geniuses coming through against Complexity, and a satisfactory win for them in the end. Very workmanlike, a 2-0 victory for them. And that completed the upper bracket with eHome then taking the amazing victory over Team Secret by 2-0. So they advanced on as well. The top 4 there on your screen in the upper bracket will now guarantee themselves a top 6 finish and more than $1.2 million each. In the lower bracket, however, Team Empire, who were the favourites in that lower bracket going into their match, they were one of the stronger teams from the group stages. They crashed out as well. European Dota going absolutely bananas today. MVP Phoenix coming through against all odds, right from the wild card, and still hanging there with the best of the best. They now finish top 8 at the very least. And our final game, finishing off Cloud9 versus Vichy Gaming. I think it's fair to say it's been a fabulous day for Chinese and Korean Dota. They've had an absolutely terrific day, probably the best they've ever had.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have 2 other European teams also in the lower bracket. That's going to be really tricky because those are the last two hopes.
Yes,
gotta pray for VP and Seacrest.
Yeah,
it's as Europeans, feel ashamed.
And they're going to go up against Complexity and IG. I mean, those two have been performing really stellar as well, so it's going to be really scary for a lot of fans out there.
I can't see him or hear him right now, but somewhere in the building, Winter is cackling like a mad old witch.
I gotta say though,
laughing at all of us.
I gotta say though that the Vichy Gaming we saw tonight looked way more convincing than the one we saw yesterday. I mean, they did win yesterday as well, but that last performance, the synergy, the team play, was really, really impressive.
Yeah. It felt like the pressure was released. It was the MVP Phoenix strategy that they had. Pressure released, all of a sudden they enjoy the game. They are just, let go and everything falls together in the right place.
Definitely.
Okay. Let's take a quick look towards tomorrow because we have a full packed schedule for you tomorrow again. 4 more games on day 3, and those 4 games will look like this. We'll start off with Complexity versus Virtus Pro. We'll have Team Secret versus Invictus Gaming, which will be our second game. Both of those are lower bracket games, so do or die for those. And then we'll have both of the semi-finals, LGD versus CDEC and EG versus eHome tomorrow. So 3 Chinese teams in the semi-finals of the upper bracket means we're guaranteed at least one of them in the top 3. So they're already showing us some really good form. Can eHome possibly win again tomorrow? Is it beyond the realms of possibility? Does anyone want to rule anything out anymore?
After today? No, definitely. eHome looked so coordinated. I don't think anyone is going to rule out eHome anymore. They are a force to be reckoned.
Okay. I just want to get your key moments of today. So maybe let's call them favourite moment of the day. Ben, let's start with you.
I would say watching eHome really come together as a team. Struggled a little bit through the group stage, but taking down Team Secret in the upper bracket is just short of a miracle.
For me, it's watching MVP Phoenix win. I mean, they were so happy, and the interview that Casey did was amazing as well. It's just heartwarming.
FY's Rubik and
thank you for joining us at the International 2015.
You're welcome.
That was just for you, Wanger.
I feel so happy.
Seb?
I'd go with Secret again.
Sorry, can you stop being so depressed now and just lift yourself up and have at least one good moment for today?
But I mean, I had so many good moments, but at the end of the day, European Dota lost, so I'm hoping for better games tomorrow for them, but
you feel like you're in mourning or something right now.
I'm sad because there are no more games today,
Right,
so,
okay, that's fine.
Give me games, give me a best of 3, I'm ready, and I'll cheer up. You just announced me that we were done for today.
Yeah, we are. Unfortunately.
Then I'm sad.
Okay, that's as good as anything I've heard all day. So we can finish on that.
Appreciate it.
A great way of finishing.
Thank you.
Instead, let's finish on a positive way. It has been another fantastic day here at the Key Arena for the International 2015. Day 2 has come to a close, and I can guarantee you only one thing. It's been a fabulous day if you're a Chinese Dota fan, and especially good for the Koreans. We'll see you tomorrow for Day 3 of the International 2015 for the semi-finals of the upper bracket. You better be here.